Greetings, viewers. So it's about time we did a bag tour. We did a little one a little while ago, but I didn't really get to share all of my actual favorite tennis products, especially coming towards the end of the year as I try to make affiliate sales for your Christmas purchases. So this was my old bag. I was just using a head bag because I was an idiot. I bought the bag when I bought the rackets. Seems like such good value. You have matching bag, matching rackets, but a lot of these OEM bags actually really suck. This one's decent quality, honestly, like the materials are quite good, but the layout and the design is not good. There's barely any pockets for a 12 racket bag. I have this big one in the front where I was just like jamming everything, like all my accessories, grips, phone, whatever. Then you had your three main racket compartments, a little shoe hole, and nothing for really organizing smaller items like you might want to put in here. But this is just like one tiny place. So I thought it was about time we get rid of this and get something new. I've been using the Go Sport backpack for like 2 years as my backpack of choice, but it's not getting that much mileage right now because I can't fit that much stuff in it. It's just a backpack. I gotta bring several rackets with me to the court, my camera equipment and all that stuff, which adds up. So here it is, the Go Sport Duffel. It's supposed to be a 9-pack bag, but when I did my big move from Winnipeg back to Vancouver, I fit 16 rackets plus a bunch of crap in here. So this thing has a lot of space in it. First up, you have this nice little pocket for where you want to put your wallet and your phone. My mom made this wallet, which is pretty nice, if you ask me. Thanks, Mom. Then, in this big pouch, I've got a few things. Ghetto wrapped Turn-A-Grip, the tape, battery, extra battery for the camera that you're recording on right now, Katana Sport copper tape if you're scared of lead. If you're not, I have just lead tape. This is Tourna lead tape, I believe. But my favorite one, which I found on Amazon, is like super dense, super thick, 1 gram per inch lead tape, which is crazy. It lets me add quite a bit of lead in a very concentrated point. And then I always keep mics in here, so if Simon and I, we show up to the court, we decide we want to play, we want to record last minute, we each have one of these little to-go mics so you can hear the stupid stuff we say. Over to the side is where you might want to keep your shoes. As you may know, I've been wearing the K-Swiss Speed Tracks for a while, but I'm finding the durability on the cushioning to be not that great. I really wish lasted a little bit longer. Like the outsoles are fine, but the cushioning just compresses and it hurts my knees. So we're trying out maybe the ugliest colored tennis shoes ever, but the Coco shoes, which I'm pretty excited about. They have a bunch of dorky girly stuff like this cursive writing, and on the front it says you can change the world with your racket. But what I really like is it has a carbon fiber plate on the inside, which I'm really looking forward to because that's how they break all the ultra marathon world records. And then Fed has had a carbon plate in his custom Nike Vapors for years, and Nike's never given it to us in a retail tennis shoe. Okay, so come up here, Allie, and show what's in here. Boom. Here is what we got. So I've got a couple rackets in here with me right now. For string testing, I've got my whiteouts. This is Diadem Solstice Power. If you want to know my thoughts on that and how it compares to the black color, you want to check out the membership page. And here we have Poly Tour Rev, which Ali just strung up for me. And then here, so Go Sport sells a couple of different accessories to go along with their bag. This is a packing cube, which you can keep your clothes in. Of course, I have to respect my sponsors, and I prepared all these logos for the strings and companies that help me out. I go through a lot of shirts in the summer. Like, I'm not the sweatiest guy when it's not hot, but I was going through like 1, 2, 3 shirts per hitting session over the last summer. So I've started being this kind of guy who like brings a lot of extra shirts with him to the court. So that's that. I keep all of our nasty old balls in here in case we want to do some hand feeding drills, water obviously, and my mom, who has that leather goods company, made this little carrier for your bag, for your balls. TennCom, her company is called Alta Leatherworks. She's not taking orders right now because it's too busy with the Christmas season, but it does look cool and I like to put it on the shelf behind me, and I thought I'd show you viewers. I also have my graffiti tools in here, just where I keep them, it's easier. So this is the balance board. It comes apart and then you can put it together so it stores nicely. I've also got the new twist weight adapter, which you're supposed to keep open. I don't know why I closed it. So we're gonna check that out in some video soon. And then obviously the legendary Graffiti SW1, which is life-changing product, honestly. Graffiti doesn't sponsor me. If you ever wanted to know, they haven't given me a dime. They do send me the products over. And I love this company so much. You can tell the owner, he's just such a nice guy, and he really cares about like tennis being accessible to everyone, which if you're a company and you care about that and you make it super obvious for me, I'll show your stuff all day. Then I've got a couple rackets that I've been really having fun with. The Pure Strike VS, which I'm going to make a follow-up video on soon. I know a lot of you guys have been asking. And the Blackout 28. When it comes to a power racket, I really like the feel of this Blackout. It's pretty connected feeling, which is pretty rare with these power rackets. I think an 1820 is on a horizon, but I'm not even getting too bad launching this out of this, but I only hit with Simon. So not totally sure about how that will go. Keep my balancing stick for my graffiti. New versions have much smaller sticks. Mine is an OG, so it's got the big one. I, of course, keep the rotator cuff thing, which just barely ever gets used. Sadly, I don't take care of myself at all, but you're not a real tennis player unless you let one of these collect dust in your tennis bag. So that is my bag tour. Oh no, it's not, I've forgotten. This is where I keep all my strings. Not all my strings, but strings I need. We've got Tourmaline Wasabi, real pomegranate red's my favorite color. Couple little sets of Restring Zero, my favorite Tour M8 in case I suddenly have to play a match for money. We're doing a little bit of work with hybrids, so I've got the high-end Slinko X Natural, which kind of sounds like a condom. And then we're going to be taking a look at dynamic tension soon. So this is the ERT300, which is this little device that you like stick on your strings, and it lets you know the actual tension of the strings. When you put the tension in the machine, that's called the reference tension. It's just how tightly it's pulling. So every racket is going to have a different dynamic tension once you have that string installed, and it depends on things like stringer's technique, the string type, material, tons of stuff. Even like where you string it, like altitude or humidity could have an effect on the dynamic tension you end up seeing. So we're going to do something on that soon, and I believe that is the rest of this bag tour. If you have any questions on any of this stuff, I gave you some cool hints about what's coming next, but if you want to let me know what you want to see next, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.